Imagine you're in your late 70s. The doctor's office smells like disinfectant, and the waiting room is unusually quiet. You've just finished your routine checkup. Your doctor looks at the charts, then looks up, his voice calm but serious. Your heart's working harder than it should. Your bones are losing density faster than we like. Your immune system, not as sharp as it used to be, but it's not too late. He leans in, and what he says next surprises you. It's time we change what you eat. Let's begin with the fruits on your plate.
Sounds too simple, doesn't it? That the key to living longer, moving with energy, thinking clearly, and avoiding chronic illness could start with something as ordinary as fruit, but science doesn't lie. For decades, researchers have been quietly uncovering powerful truths about how certain fruits don't just add flavor to our meals, they add years to our lives. Yet most seniors don't know which fruits actually have these life-extending effects. We're told to eat more fruits and vegetables, yes, but not all fruits are created equal. Some do little more than satisfy your sweet tooth. But a select few, just 5 of them, have shown the power to slow down aging, protect against diseases like Alzheimer's and heart failure, rebuild muscle strength, improve gut health, and even reduce the inflammation that causes chronic pain. But here's the hard truth. Many seniors only discover these benefits after it's too late, after a fall, a diagnosis, or a frightening hospital stay. And that's when the regret sets in. One woman, 83 years old, once said through tears, "If I'd only known how much what I didn't eat would cost me." She had ignored her doctor's gentle warnings for years. She had thought, "I'm fine. I walk every day. I don't eat junk." But she never realized her nutrient deficiencies were slowly stealing her strength, her memory, and her independence. This video is about rewriting that story. It's about giving you the knowledge before it's too late. Today, we'll uncover 5 powerful fruits, backed by science, stories, and experts, that every senior should eat daily to live longer, stay strong, and thrive well into their golden years. But there's more. Each fruit we'll discuss carries a unique benefit. One works like a natural pain reliever. Another protects your memory like a shield. One is so packed with antioxidants it's being studied as a cancer fighter. These aren't miracle cures. They're everyday choices, simple, affordable, available at any store, that you can start adding to your diet immediately. You'll hear about the research, the results, and real seniors whose lives change with just one dietary shift. But don't skip ahead, because the final fruit in our list is the most surprising of all. A fruit most people ignore. A fruit that could add not just years to your life, but life to your years. So stay with me, because what you'll learn in the next few minutes might just help you rewrite your future. Let's begin. The fruit that acts like nature's aspirin. He was 76, a retired carpenter, still strong in his hands but slowed down by something invisible, pain. Every morning began the same way, a stiff back, aching knees, and a growing reliance on ibuprofen. It's just part of aging, he told himself. But deep down, he feared the long-term effects of painkillers. One day, while waiting at the pharmacy, a younger man struck up a conversation and said something strange. "Ever tried tart cherries? Helped my dad more than pills ever did." That moment sparked a change that would transform his life. Tart cherries, yes, those small, vibrant red fruits, have been dubbed by researchers as nature's own pain reliever. Packed with anthocyanins, a powerful class of antioxidants, they've been shown to reduce inflammation and joint pain, particularly in seniors dealing with arthritis. In a 2013 study published in the journal Osteoarthritis and Cartilage, patients who consumed tart cherry juice daily reported significantly less pain and stiffness. And unlike over-the-counter drugs, there are no harmful side effects, just sweet, sour relief. What's happening inside the body is remarkable. The anthocyanins work like little firefighters, traveling through your bloodstream, dousing the flames of chronic inflammation that cause swelling, stiffness, and long-term tissue damage. For seniors, whose bodies are more vulnerable to inflammatory conditions, this is more than comfort. It's protection. Dr. Diana Richardson, a nutritionist specializing in geriatric health, once said, "If you could bottle the benefits of tart cherries, it would be prescribed more than any pain medication for arthritis." She's seen her patients regain the ability to garden, walk, even dance again, just by adding a daily glass of unsweetened tart cherry juice or a bowl of frozen cherries to their routine. But it's not just a science. It's the dignity that comes back when pain leaves. That retired carpenter, he now walks his granddaughter to school every morning. I didn't expect much, he admitted. But now I don't need to wince every time I bend down. I feel like myself again. The beauty of this fruit lies not just in what it relieves, but what it restores. Your body's natural ability to move freely, sleep soundly, and wake up with energy instead of dread. And just when you think the story couldn't get better, we move to a second fruit. One that doesn't just ease pain. It sharpens the mind in ways you wouldn't believe. The fruit that keeps your mind sharp like a razor. She was a retired school teacher, once known for remembering every child's name, every birthday, every poem by heart. But in her late 70s, something started to slip. Misplaced keys, forgotten appointments, words she once taught now danced just out of reach. It wasn't Alzheimer's, the doctor said, just normal cognitive decline. But to her, it felt like slowly disappearing. That is, until her son, a nutritionist, asked her a simple favor. "Mom, just try eating a handful of these every morning." For me, what he gave her wasn't supplement. It wasn't medicine. It was a small container of blueberries. Now, you might think, really? Just blueberries? But what science has uncovered about these humble berries is nothing short of astonishing. In a groundbreaking study published by the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, older adults who consumed blueberry juice daily showed significant improvements in memory and brain function in just 12 weeks. Why? Because blueberries are rich in flavonoids that literally improve communication between brain cells. They enhance neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt, learn, and remember. In other words, they slow down the brain's aging process. Researchers at Harvard Medical School even found that regular blueberry consumption can delay cognitive aging by up to 2.5 years. That's not just sharper memory. It's more time to read, to laugh, to recognize the faces of the people you love. The school teacher? 6 months into her new habit, she wrote a handwritten birthday letter to her youngest grandchild. No spelling errors, no stumbles, just pure love, expressed clearly, joyfully, just like before. So now let me ask you, have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you entered? Or struggled to recall a familiar name? What if the answer wasn't more medication, but a fruit you could add to your breakfast starting tomorrow? That's the power of blueberries. Tiny, yes, but mighty in their effects. A bowl a day could be one of the best investments you make for your mind. But while blueberries may keep your mind sharp, the next fruit on our list does something even more fundamental. It keeps your heart beating strong, literally protecting the rhythm of your life. The fruit that keeps your mind sharp like a razor. She was a retired school teacher, once known for remembering every child's name, every birthday, every poem by heart. But in her late 70s, something started to slip. Misplaced keys, forgotten appointments, words she once taught now danced just out of reach. It wasn't Alzheimer's, the doctor said, just normal cognitive decline. But to her, it felt like slowly disappearing. That is, until her son, a nutritionist, asked her a simple favor. "Mom, just try eating a handful of these every morning." For me, what he gave her wasn't supplement. It wasn't medicine. It was a small container of blueberries. Now, you might think, really? Just blueberries? But what science has uncovered about these humble berries is nothing short of astonishing. In a groundbreaking study published by the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, older adults who consumed blueberry juice daily showed significant improvements in memory and brain function in just 12 weeks. Why? Because blueberries are rich in flavonoids that literally improve communication between brain cells. They enhance neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt, learn, and remember. In other words, they slow down the brain's aging process. Researchers at Harvard Medical School even found that regular blueberry consumption can delay cognitive aging by up to 2.5 years. That's not just sharper memory. It's more time to read, to laugh, to recognize the faces of the people you love. The school teacher? 6 months into her new habit, She wrote a handwritten birthday letter to her youngest grandchild. No spelling errors, no stumbles, just pure love, expressed clearly, joyfully, just like before. So now let me ask you, have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you entered, or struggled to recall a familiar name? What if the answer wasn't more medication, but a fruit you could add to your breakfast starting tomorrow? That's the power of blueberries. Tiny, yes, but mighty in their effects. A bowl a day could be one of the best investments you make for your mind. But while blueberries may keep your mind sharp, the next fruit on our list does something even more fundamental. It keeps your heart beating strong, literally protecting the rhythm of your life. The fruit that strengthens the heartbeat of life. Meet John, a 75-year-old marathon runner from Oregon. Yes, marathon runner. Not walker, not jogger. Runner. Every spring, he laces up his shoes, pins on his number, and hits the pavement for 26.2 miles. When asked about his secret, he didn't mention protein powders or high-end supplements. Instead, he smiled and pulled something from his bag, a perfectly ripe pomegranate. John didn't start as a runner. In fact, at 62, he just recovered from a mild heart attack. He was overweight, had high blood pressure, and was told by his doctor, "Your heart's got maybe 5 good years left, if you make serious changes." So he did. He walked. Then he ran. And he added one small habit to his morning routine: half a glass of pomegranate juice every day. You see, pomegranates are one of the most powerful heart-protective fruits in nature. Inside those ruby-red seeds lies a compound called punicalagin, a rare antioxidant that has been scientifically proven to reduce blood pressure, improve cholesterol levels, and clear plaque from arteries. According to a 2004 study published in Clinical Nutrition, patients who drank pomegranate juice daily for just 1 year experienced a 30% reduction in arterial plaque, a result that shocked even the researchers. Dr. Dean Ornish, one of the leading cardiologists in America, refers to pomegranates as an edible form of cardiovascular therapy. They don't just support heart health, they restore it, and the effect isn't only long-term. Within 2 weeks, many seniors report more energy, steadier blood pressure, and fewer heart palpitations. Why? Because the compounds in pomegranates increase nitric oxide production, which improves blood flow and relaxes blood vessels. John? He hasn't had a heart-related issue in over a decade. He's not just living longer, he's living stronger. He says the only pill he takes every morning is a spoonful of pomegranate seeds. So now imagine this. What if your heart could beat more freely, more cleanly, and more confidently? All because of a fruit that's been revered since ancient times? But we're not done. Because if pomegranates give your heart strength, the next fruit does something equally vital. It protects something many seniors often struggle with silently: digestion and gut health. The fruit that fixes your gut and changes everything you feel. If someone told you that a banana a day could help reduce your risk of depression, bloating, poor sleep, and even chronic fatigue, you might think they're exaggerating. After all, bananas are common, almost too common. Simple, plain, a snack you hand to a child, not a solution to senior health problems, right? And yet, science tells a very different story. Here's the counterintuitive truth. Bananas may be one of the most powerful digestive healers available to older adults, and it has almost nothing to do with the fiber. You see, bananas are rich in resistant starch and prebiotics, special nutrients that feed the good bacteria in your gut. And your gut, in turn, influences almost every major function in your body, from immune response to mental clarity to emotional balance. According to a landmark study from Harvard, the gut microbiome plays a direct role in regulating inflammation, mood, and even the development of neurodegenerative diseases. Bananas don't just keep you regular. They rebuild your inner ecosystem. Take Margaret, 68, from Michigan. She had struggled with IBS for years, daily bloating, pain, and unpredictable digestion that made her afraid to leave the house. She tried diets, pills, even fasting, but nothing worked until a holistic doctor recommended something shockingly simple: 2 ripe bananas each morning, paired with a glass of warm water. Within weeks, her gut calmed, her energy returned, and to her surprise, so did her sleep. Because bananas are also rich in magnesium and tryptophan, natural compounds that help regulate your sleep-wake cycle and relax the nervous system. What seems like a basic fruit actually serves as a digestive anchor, stabilizing not just the gut, but the emotional and hormonal patterns tied to it. Margaret says she no longer plans her day around her bathroom. She plans it around joy. Studies from the British Journal of Nutrition back this up. Older adults who added bananas to their daily routine saw significant improvement in gut diversity, reduced constipation, and better overall energy within just 4 weeks. It's almost ironic, isn't it? We spend thousands on supplements and tests, yet sometimes healing begins with the most ordinary things, like a banana. And here's the kicker. The health of your gut isn't just about your stomach. It's about how you feel, how you think, and even how your immune system defends you. A balanced gut is the secret engine that powers a long, steady life. But now let's go even deeper, because the next fruit isn't sweet. It isn't tropical. In fact, most people overlook it at the grocery store entirely. And yet, it contains compounds so powerful, scientists call it nature's prescription for aging. The fruit that reverses aging and protects your skin. Let's take a moment to think about something we all want, especially as we age. The secret to youthful, glowing skin. No one wants to look in a mirror and see skin that feels fragile, wrinkled, or discolored. Yet, with each passing year, it's a reality many seniors face. But what if I told you that you could slow down, maybe even reverse some of these effects just by eating a small fruit? Meet Jane, a 72-year-old grandmother from Florida. She was always told to wear sunscreen, drink water, and eat plenty of vegetables for healthy skin. But it wasn't until she added avocados to her diet that she truly began to notice a difference. And I'm not talking about just any difference. Her skin started to visibly regenerate. Avocados are a powerhouse of nutrients, packed with heart-healthy fats, vitamin C and E, and antioxidants that can help restore the skin's natural elasticity. But what makes them truly unique in the battle against aging is the oleic acid found in the fruit. Oleic acid has been shown to not only hydrate the skin, but also boost collagen production, which is key to keeping your skin firm and youthful. In fact, a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that seniors who consume more healthy fats, like those found in avocados, had less visible wrinkling and significantly improved skin elasticity over time. The same study found that people who included avocado in their daily diet had a 30% reduction in skin damage caused by UV rays, a truly staggering statistic, considering the toll sun exposure takes on aging skin. But for Jane, the effects weren't just cosmetic. The deeper impact was on her confidence and well-being. "I never thought I'd feel this good in my own skin at my age," she told me. "Avocados didn't just make me look younger, they made me feel younger." Jane's experience isn't a rare case. The healthy fats and vitamin E in avocados nourish your skin from the inside out, improving elasticity, hydration, and overall texture. It's not just about the superficial. Avocados reduce the visible signs of aging by giving your skin the tools it needs to regenerate and repair itself. The beauty of this fruit isn't just that it makes you look younger, it makes you feel younger. You can feel the difference with every passing day, from the way your skin glows in the mirror to the renewed sense of vitality and self-confidence that accompanies it. But let's take this one step further, because the next fruit is far less famous, but has the ability to lower your risk of the deadliest disease seniors face today. You won't believe the impact it can have on your overall life expectancy. The fruit that protects you from what you fear most. Let's pause for a moment and talk about the one thing that keeps every senior up at night. The fear of losing independence. The fear of not being able to take care of yourself, to remember the small details of your life, or to get out of bed without assistance. It's something so many of us will face. But here's the truth. There's a fruit that can drastically reduce your risk of this fear becoming a reality. Blueberries. Yes, those small, humble berries you may have passed by on the grocery store shelf for years. But let me tell you why you shouldn't. Because blueberries are nothing short of a miracle fruit for your brain. Studies have shown that blueberries can slow down cognitive decline by up to 2.5 years. That's not a typo, and it's not some wild claim either. A 2012 study published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that seniors who consumed just 1 cup of blueberries daily saw improvements in memory and cognitive function after just 12 weeks. They also exhibited significantly lower levels of oxidative stress in the brain, which is a primary factor in Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. The magic behind blueberries lies in their high levels of anthocyanins, which are potent antioxidants that protect the brain from aging and damage. These compounds have been shown to improve communication between brain cells, increase blood flow to brain, and stimulate neurogenesis, the growth of new brain cells. But here's where it gets deeply personal. Meet Sarah, a 78-year-old woman who was struggling with short-term memory loss and had difficulty recalling names, dates, or even where she left her keys. Her family began to worry, and even Sarah herself started to feel the creeping effects of cognitive decline. She started adding a cup of blueberries to her daily routine, something so simple she almost didn't believe it would make a difference. Within a month, her family noticed a change. Sarah was sharper, more engaged, and had a renewed sense of independence. She could remember her appointments, follow her usual routine, and even started taking part in activities she had long since abandoned, like reading and gardening. Sarah's story isn't unique. Blueberries have been scientifically proven to boost memory, protect against mental decline, and even help reverse some of the damage done to our brains over the years. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? The 5 fruits we discussed today, pomegranates, bananas, avocados, blueberries, and the last one to come, are not just food. They're tools for ensuring you don't just live longer, but that you live better. They are your shield against the challenges of aging, giving you not just a promise of longevity, but also of quality and vitality. I want you to remember something. Every small decision you make today, whether it's choosing to eat a pomegranate or grabbing a handful of blueberries, can significantly improve your chances of living your best years, strong, healthy, and mentally sharp. So, here's my question for you. What fruit will you add to your daily routine from today onward? If this video has sparked something in you, I encourage you to start your journey. Start small, but start today. And remember, it's never too late to make a change that can impact your health, happiness, and future. Don't wait for tomorrow. Act now, and share your thoughts and journey in the comments below. I want to hear from you, your story, your progress, and what fruit you've chosen to bring into your life. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, and share with others who might benefit from these powerful insights.